Hello everyone and welcome to another Big Ambitions episode. After I had my coffee, well, initial sips, I decided to put in the work and get this gym closer to its final stages. So we've done quite a bit of augments to it already. It's looking good, but is nowhere near completion. We still have a lot of things to take care of. We still have deliveries that we're expecting. So let me just go to sleep for a second here while I ramble. And yeah, it's just that time flies quickly and we're already 61 days in. We just need to make use of all the time that we have. So we got some squat stations, and the idea behind these squat stations was that we put them back to back in order for us to have a space that looks like this one here, the contraption that we built. So we'll see how it looks like in the end, but for now we just need to just get all of these squat stations out there and make room. So we got the decorative gym bars, and let's see, can I fit this here? I cannot. It's gonna take a while, okay? I'm just gonna put everything that I got out there and we're just gonna go in and work some magic. Alright, I think I got everything out and this looks extremely messy. It is what it is, but it's just the beginning, okay? It's gonna look a lot better very, very soon. So, what I was gonna say is I need to move these things away because I don't have otherwise space to select. Come on, man. Select one of these. It was so annoying. We have this opportunity. I'm gonna show you exactly what I had in mind. Is this. These two connect at the top, and then these two squat racks just connect one next to the other. And I think this looks completely amazing. I think this is exactly the look I was going for. And it's just allowing people to have enough space, you know, to do the squats here in front while having space inside, and maybe we can put some decorative stacks there. We'll see. Okay, so now I need to figure out what is an appropriate space between like these racks, because we want to avoid having people, you know, bumping into each other while doing squats. And I think this might be just enough. Let's do the exercise ourselves. So if we start working out and we have another person working out here, they're gonna be very close. They're gonna be definitely very, very close. So I guess we need to go a bit further away, maybe by half a block or a full block. Let's see if we do this instead. And now we start working out. Yeah, I think this is a lot better because then the other person would be here. Theoretically should be fine, and from a game perspective is definitely fine. But I think keeping the realism aspect in check is also very important, so we need to go a bit further back. I think this is an appropriate amount of space between these two workout machines. Yeah, this is what I would start to feel comfortable with. So I think I'm gonna keep it like that, and I think you guys would agree as well. That being said, I didn't count the spaces, and this does bother me a lot because I don't know if you caught that, but this one here, let me grab this so you can see the grid. You see how this sits on the dotted line and this one doesn't? So either it should be here or one step back, and I think one step back is the way we should be going. So I'm gonna move this one by just a little bit, and this needs to be done in perfect sequencing because otherwise it just doesn't want to work. As in, these gym bars need to be placed first for the squat racks to go into them, otherwise it just doesn't work at all. And I guess this comes to our advantage in the end because it provides people with even more space, which is always good to have. But now I don't know how many blocks I've got in between. So it's 1, 2, 3. I'm counting the squares, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be here. Let's put the second one here. And now we can put the squat station and the second one. Awesome. So do we have the exact same number of squares? Because I don't feel that we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it is the same. It is the same. Good. That's why we need to constantly keep these things in check, because one mistake and it just messes the whole thing. Okay, let's see if we can add another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should sit here. And yeah, it's in the way of the door. It's not gonna happen. And because we're having such a large space in between them, I think that we bought more stations than we actually needed. But that's okay. It's better to have more than not have enough. That's what I say. Because, you know, you can always sell them. These things don't need to die in your inventory space. They can be sold. And I'm just looking at the spacing here. So this one is right in the confines of 1 square. So we got 1 square that needs to be here, basically. So let's grab the second gym bar. And we can put it here nicely. And that's the last squat station, completely redesigned, done. And these are kind of the quote-unquote cages that we built. And I think it looks pretty amazing, to be honest with you. We've got 3 squat racks or squat stations remaining. And for these ones, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna put them. I haven't given this a thought, because in my mind we had exactly the right amount. It turns out that we have a few extra ones. So to not let them go to waste, I think we could use this space here. Same machine is just singular this time around, so maybe people want to use this version instead of this. I don't know. And of course, because of the way it looks and the distance between these cages, I'm gonna call them cages, we cannot use the gym bars one in between them. But I think we bought this for this other side. And now that I'm looking at it, I don't really see where exactly we should have been placing these. So I'm just gonna put it here for now, so it's not, you know, in the way. And it's already nighttime. Our happiness is 0. And because of that, I'm gonna do some bench press. Work out just a little bit. Look at that. Already have 10%, 13%, 70% done. Yes, the food goes down, but the happiness goes up, and that's all that matters. Even though I don't really see it here. Oh, it started to move. Started to move. Come on. Let's fast forward a little bit more. Will a treadmill make you happier? Apparently, but I don't see it on the screen, so I don't know if it's a visual bug or it's actually not working. Let's see. Do we still have food? We don't, which sucks. I'm just gonna go to bed because it's already very, very late. 26k in the bank. Let's go. It's 10 a.m. and we don't have any food in our system. There's Joe's Hot Dogs just across the road. We're gonna have to make do with this. It's quite a big building, huge restaurant. I enjoy anyway. So let's go with everything here. Even though I'm not a huge fan of this. $62 for the whole menu. Actually, in today's money, that would be like, I think, pretty close to what a normal order in would cost. Yeah, but these guys are charging it right here at the till, which should be in theory cheaper, but hey. Okay, thank you very much. I'm gonna grab my bag of food and eat my hot dog and get on my merry way. And that's an idea for the devs. What if restaurants were having food delivery as an option, and we could, you know, get like drivers to deal with that? That would be quite nice. Okay, so we finished the contraptions, well, the first iteration of the contraptions, which means that now we have time to deal with the rest of this huge delivery. So we got the gym mats next, and we placed these one nicely here, and I think we just need to replicate the same sort of scenario on this other side. It just makes the most sense, you know. And here is the last one, and I think it looks quite nice. If I'm honest, I think it looks quite nice. Bit of separation, bit of this, bit of that. Now we got the fitness trampolines, and I don't know what was in my head when I bought like 8 of those, but I think this area was supposed to be filled with the fitness trampolines. Let's see if we can make this work. If we put this here, yeah, I think we can fit 3 of those. I'm pretty sure of it, if we're just clever enough. And I want it right in here next to the planter boxes. I think it's the best location for them. Yeah, we definitely have space for one more in the middle. Definitely. Look at this. It's perfect. It's like I planned it, you know? I love it when things just fall into their own place. And we've got 2 more fitness trampolines, and I think a good location would be right here. Why not? Just spread them across, like have a designated place where you would find most of them, but also have a couple that are not really, you know, abiding by those rules. They're just found in other places too, because why not? Now we got the decorative weight racks, and I was thinking, like I said before, that these can sit in between, or maybe here in these spaces. Now I wasn't exactly sure that would be the thing that we do, but we also have this spaces here. Of course, if I put this here, I don't think the machine can be utilized anymore. So inside of it would be what I had in mind. But now that I look at the way it looks, I don't feel that this is the appropriate kind of visual appeal that I had in mind, because I really wanted them to be besides these squat racks. So let's put a couple here first, and maybe we can increase the distance between these two. Maybe we can do the same thing that we did for the squat racks and make it 5 spaces in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 5, and then here that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we do it like that, I don't think it's gonna bother anyone. And can we fit 2 of these things here? I think we can. And it doesn't look stupid either, I think. But as always, you be the judge of that. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about my creative skills here. But please be gentle. I bruise easily. And this gives us just enough space for 1. If we move it by another block, another square, I think this will give us, yeah, if we do that, see? Perfect. Now we have 2 of them, because this is what I had in mind. We need to have 2. And now that I'm looking at this, we're definitely going to need a lot more weight racks than what we currently have. And I think it's going to look a lot better if we combine them or alter them like that. So it's not, you know, it doesn't look like every single machine is not being used, but on the contrary, it looks exactly like it's supposed to be looking. So let's do the same for these guys here. And I think we're done. We just have the kettlebells remaining, which is also good, because we need to take care of those. And let me put 1 here, so I know exactly where to fit this one, and I don't need to do the whole counting. And you can sit here, and you can sit here. Now we can add these gym bars, and it kind of looks cute. Kind of. Just need to push this further down into here. What's going on with my happiness? Oh, I don't know why, but my character wanted to leave. Okay, let's do some squats. Maybe that will improve the happiness. It's definitely making us hungry, which is fine. Okay, well, we ran out of food in our bellies, that is, and we're not very happy. And I'm not sure what exactly I can do with this information, but now I'm too sad to enter the building, so I don't know exactly what happened there. I thought I was doing a good job keeping myself happy, considering that we're just sleeping in the car and making money, but it looks like it's not really like that. Now we're no longer in a sad period, which is great. I think this is kind of the way of the game telling us that we need to buy that apartment and not sleep exclusively in the car, especially now that we got so many businesses. It doesn't really make a lot of sense that we keep on doing this. Yeah, because no matter what I do, it seems like my happiness level is really not being pushed that high. Yeah, because I got no home gives me 50% reduction. And I know you guys have told me in the comment section before, but I figured that if I counter it by exercising and having positive revenue, it's going to offset the rest of the things. But unfortunately, it looks like it's too much. Sleeping in car gives us 25% reduction, and then having no home gives us 50, so puts us as minus 75. And unfortunately, we only gain 45. So, of course, we're gonna lose steadily. Alright, well, we will need to get that house now that our happiness is taking quite a big hit. And before we do that, I wanted to take a look and address the elephant in the room, which is my slight OCD situation here. where these two bars are not really that close and they have this tiny gap in between them, and it's driving me insane. So I don't know exactly if I should just get rid of them altogether or come up with a better solution. Maybe do something like this and give, like, I don't know. Because now I'm wondering, why are these bars sitting together and those weren't? And I think the reason behind is because I haven't centered it with the pillars. So if I put it here and this one here, no, it is correct. Okay, what is going on here then? I must have done something wrong. So if I put it like that and this one's here on the pillar, I still have this gap in between. Why is there no gap here? I think it's just the weights, right? Does it mean that I can get the weights closer? No, I cannot really do that. Oh, but I can move the workout. Okay, that's a bit stupid. I cannot get the weights closer, but I can move the workout bench. And can I actually work out, or does it hit anything? It doesn't. Okay. Well, that solves the mystery, and I'm happy we did, because I was about to lose my mind. Okay, so let's make the changes. And can this fit here now? It can. Good. Very, very good. Okay. So let's continue with the remaining gym bars. So we put that out of the way. And I think this looks quite nice as well. This part where we have the workout benches here and we got the fitness trampolines. We need to sort out the colors as well. That's on my to-do list, don't worry. And we got 52k in the bank, so that's good. And we also have the loaded barbells, which I was thinking that these could sit around here somewhere. We can put one here in between the fitness trampolines. Why not? They're not gonna bother anyone. We can put another one here in between the squat racks. Again, why not? They're not gonna bother anyone. And we can even fit a few of those here at the entrance. I think that's also a pretty decent placement for them. And that will give us the opportunity to also make this space feel less empty, because this was one of my concerns, because here at the entrance we just have those windows and the doors, of course. There's not enough space for us to, you know, place machines. I mean, sure, it is enough space, but it's not looking right. That's what I meant to say. So I think with these loaded barbells, if we just scatter them around here a little bit, it's gonna give it that much needed look. And I think that's it. Done. And now the only thing that's remaining is the kettlebells, which I was hoping I can scatter around the whole place, with an emphasis on this particular area, the middle one. But at the same time, I don't want to be in the way of these people boxing or these people using the mats. So it's gonna be a bit tricky, but I think we can do it. And I also wanted to have a few just literally on the floor. I know it's not particularly amazing that people are working out in front of the bathroom doors, so I think I need to change that just slightly, because it's gonna look a bit ridiculous. Oh yeah, and we cannot forget about our future order, which is gonna involve that shelf. And if we can use the shelf to put these kettlebells on, oh man, do I have some ideas. I think I'm gonna keep this area on the right hand side or left hand, depending on how you look at it. But this part of the gym, I think, is the one that I'm gonna keep for the kettlebells mostly. Because we got the fitness trampolines and the workout machines are on the other side of the wall, and I don't feel like it's in the way of anything. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process there. And that's it, done. We've finished with this delivery as well. Now we just need to make our way out and get the apartment, I guess. But I also wanted to get Uncle Fred out of my back. So yeah, it needs to be done. And that's it for today's video. So thank you again so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.